I'm going to create a template, and there are several, many videos on creating templates, but anything that you find that you're changing every time or more than one or two times, it's time to create a template. So I don't want to create a template with part open because all of this geometry will get saved with the template. So if I had a project that had a lot of similar like over the course of many parts, similar geometry to start with, I might do a layout sketch or some kind of geometry to have a beginning and save that in the template. But for the most part, we're just going to create a new. We'll go into part, which is going to be the most closely to the ones that are installed by default. And the things that I would like to have turned on will be the origins. Okay, so I can see the origin. I'm going to hit Control 7, which puts me in isometric view. We're going to create a metric template, so I'm going to go to millimeters, grams, and seconds, but then I want to just take a quick look, edit document units, take a quick look at our settings. So right now the length is set to 2 decimal places. For millimeters, that's okay. And then if I set my dual dimension to inches at 3 decimal places, notice it's going to create or save the ISO modified drafting standard. So if that was something we'd want to reuse or carry across multiple sessions, I can save to an external file, and it will take all of these settings and put in there so that I can load them later on. Alright, so that gives me a start. We customized, and so this customization came over on my let's see, customize. We have the large tooltips with images. I'm at the medium icon size. That seems to be working a little bit better. Quick access tools. Any of the commands that we've brought in or taken out. So at some point I was using a lot of ordinate dimensions. Don't really use those in the part, but we do use them in the drawing, so they'll carry over. So if I drag it out or drag it away and then drag it back, cosmetic threads. Alright, so I've added a few along the way to get to this point, so we can take something, drag it out into the heads up, and get it into the mix. Or if we search for commands, so if I type in line command and I wanted to add the line command, I can drag it from the knowledge or the command prompt knowledge base search in into the window. Alright, so just a few modifications. Again, you can go back and look at some of the other items. And then I'm going to do a file and a save as. And when I do the save as, we're going to look for my template, which they changed the location, 3D manufacturing, that's the 3D printing, part templates. So used to be at the very top. And so I've already got my part millimeter, and at that point I could save it. We'll just name it part metric, something along those lines, something that makes sense to you. Save it into the template folder, and then the thing to be aware of is the next file that you save. I'm going to cancel this because I don't want to overwrite or change anything that's in there. The next file that you save, you're going to want to navigate back to your project folder because it's going to default. And if it's the SOLIDWORKS defaults, it's going to put it under program files, C drive, program files, SOLIDWORKS, SOLIDWORKS 2020, and it's going to bury it about 10 levels deep. And for our education versions on classroom computers, those are protected folders, so we don't have the right access. So changing the location, doing some of those basic things are going to help you out. So if I wanted the folder, and let's see if I fly that in, I have my 2017, my 2020 system files, and under those I create blocks, custom properties, favorites, templates, anything, and then a backup of the settings. We'll do all of those again, and again there's previous videos that have those, but make sure it's current to this version. And so once I've created those folders and decided what I need, and you kind of develop those as you go, we're going to go back into the options, and under the options there's going to be the file locations. It's in there. I'm looking right at it. File locations. Didn't go down far enough. Alright, so document templates, my templates in my Dropbox, and those will be added, and they'll show up in the order that they're listed. So if we hit add, we can navigate to a new location, and that will allow us to get to that geometry a little easier.